What is your analysis, your assessment right now of the oil market adjustments around this, with Brent up just 0.2%, but at $76 a barrel in the session today? How much risk premium is priced in at this point?
Good morning, Tom. Yeah, I mean, what the risk premium that you'll see is that almost 10% increase that you've seen that you mentioned since the assaults started on Friday the 13th. And we did see a big jump at the start of trading this week when we had those first initial attacks on some energy infrastructure in Iran, albeit those were domestic facilities. So we have seen that that risk premium built in. Arguably, there was some risk premium already supporting prices anyway, as a lot of traders were saying that prices could have been lower than the roughly 60 to 65 range that we'd seen before this because of some of the tension here in the region. But at that kind of $75 area, where market is really not signaling that they're concerned about an interruption in supplies. So the market is hedging its bets for a little bit, but really we are in completely uncharted territories because we are in the first time where there's this massive state-on-state conflict between countries like Iran and Israel. Just think about what Jumana was speaking about before, where we're kind of parsing social media posts from the president to try to figure out what U.S. policy is going to be. So it's really a lot of guesswork here. The signals are, of course, if there's more U.S. military equipment coming into the region, if Trump is speaking with the security team, that signals there could be more escalation. But this goes completely against what some of Trump's base and some of his domestic supporters want, and I think against his intent in terms of avoiding war. So we really have to see whether he's going to take that step to make a major escalation. And from Iran's point of view, they clearly want to avoid that bringing to bear of more military force by the United States on them. So the question is, would they lash out, even if the U.S. is supporting Israel with arms and with some support? Would they lash out against bases that would then bring the U.S. in? So we're really in uncharted territories in trying to figure out how this is going to happen. Will cooler heads, as it were, prevail in terms of keeping the conflict confined at least to those two states, or will it spread out? And that's where the real risk comes in for the oil market. If that spreads, if there's any interruption of supplies, if it spreads to other producing countries in the region, which those countries here are really at great pains to avoid. So that's really a lot of things that the market has to take in. But right now, they're not signaling concern about supply, Tom.